Hello, Golden High School families. My name is Brian Conroy. I'm the principal here at Golden High School, and today we're doing something very, very different. We are doing an online back to school night, something that I've never done, most of the staff at Golden High School have never done. So we hope that this finds you in the comforts of your home and still able to answer all the questions you have for the upcoming school year. So this school year, we are very excited to go ahead and get started. We have three different types of learning happening this year. The first is we will be remote, everybody, for the first 2 weeks of school. And then we will be doing hybrid starting September 8th, where half the student population will come on Monday and Wednesday. The other half will be coming on Tuesdays and Thursdays, with remote learning taking place on Friday. And then for the very first time, we have a 100% remote learning school taking place at Golden. So we will have almost 300 students doing remote learning through Golden High School. And even though we have all of that taking place and we have to practice social distancing and we have to wear masks, we are still going to try to make school fun and exciting, that school environment that people have always been used to and really expect from public schools. We still have athletics taking place. It does look very different this year than it has in the past. We have 4 sports going on right now: boys tennis and golf, girls softball, and boys and girls cross country. So if you're interested in cross country, I think they are still taking some runners, but all of the other sports have full rosters right now. But then, starting in January, we will be running all of the other sports that Golden High School normally has. So please talk to Mr. Summers or Ms. Hayes. Mr. Summers is our athletic director, Ms. Hayes is our athletic secretary, and they can help you get more information about what athletic programs we're offering. We will still be running lots of different clubs, lots of different activities. It may look a little bit different with some remote settings, but please, if you're interested, look on the Golden High School website or call the counseling office. I know they have a lot of information about different clubs and activities for the school. This year, I would like to introduce several new staff members. In the special ed department, we have Ms. Krista Bollinger, who is returning to Golden High School, and a speech pathologist is Kathleen Howe, and Allison Hall is a new paraeducator. Nate Glass, Tiffany Howard, and Zach Yord are all joining our math department, with Betsy O'Connor, Kathleen Kimball, are joining the English department. Layla Monroe will be in our social studies department, and Stephanie Schmidt is joining our art department. As you should be familiar if you're a returning student or if you're a freshman, our advisors for the classes are the pairings of an assistant principal and one of our counselors. So Mr. Summers, who is our athletic director, is paired with Miss Sarah Julius for our grade 9 administrator and counselor team. For grade 10 is Mr. Hal Templeton and Mr. Rob Gill. For grade 11, Miss Christina Gazy and Miss Wendy Wyckoff. And grade 12, Mr. Josh Jellard, our scheduler, and Mr. Rory Best. So if you have questions or concerns about something that your freshman, sophomore, junior, senior is going through, or you have you want to get in touch with their assistant principal or their counselor, those are the people that you would get a hold of. All of that information is also found on the website. The website's going to be very important this school year. Because we won't have daily contact with students to disseminate information, it's going to be important for both students and family members, parents, guardians, and caregivers to be able to find pertinent information. And so we will do our best to push information out through the Golden at a Glance. It's also called the GAG. We send that out weekly. And it's just a sort of brief overview of the activities that are taking place at Golden. Also, you can find information on the Golden High School website. We try to keep that as up to date as possible. There's a principal blog. I continue to update the principal blog with needed information. And then the other thing is I know that you've been getting a lot of correspondence right now from Golden High School, and sometimes it feels a little overwhelming. But once we start the school year, we will start to lower that amount of traffic volume down so that you don't get an overwhelming amount of information. Because if we send out too much information, you won't read it. And so we will really start paring that back so that every piece of correspondence that goes out will be important and that you need to please read. That's going to be the best way that we can communicate with our Golden families this year. So this year is going to be it's going to be interesting, but one of the things that we have to remember is safety first. So with that, once you get out of your vehicle or exit the bus, you have to have your mask on. Students will be asked if they have a sore throat, a runny nose, or a cough, if they're feeling well. If they answer yes to a runny nose, a cough, or sore throat, they won't be allowed to come to school. They'll be put in a sick room where, or an isolation room where they will wait for parents to come and get them. If they have a temperature of 100.4 or higher, they also won't be allowed to attend school this year. So it'll be very important for parents to make sure students are healthy before they come to school. Otherwise, we will be sending kids home this year. Masks are mandatory at Golden High School. Right now, there's a mandatory order in for the state and for Jefferson County mandating mask wear. Jefferson County Public Schools is also following the mandatory masks. Bandanas do not count as a mask or a face covering, so please do not wear bandanas. You have to have a mask that covers both the nose and the mouth and that you can still breathe through. There's correspondence has been sent home around COVID procedures. Please make yourself aware of the COVID procedures so that we don't have any misunderstandings. Because we have a mandatory mask order in place, no hats or hoodies will be allowed so that we can make sure that we know who people are. If you have a hat on and sunglasses and a mask, it just makes it too difficult to determine who's who. So please make sure that you have a mask but no hat. All right, and I think that's all I have for right now. I'm excited for the school year. I can't wait to see kids back in the building. March 13th seems like a whole lifetime ago, and that was the last time we had kids in the building. So I'm looking forward to it. Please come ready and please come excited to learn, and we will be ready for the 2021 school year. Thanks a lot.